I mean, I can see that you play a lot of Aphelios, right?
Yeah, but I kind of stop. It doesn't feel really good right now.
Yeah, and that's also true. Imagine playing Aphelios versus this. It's really unplayable.
Yep.
So what champs do you usually play? Like Kai'Sa, Caitlyn, some
Yeah,
Trist?
I guess I'm like a Kai'Sa one trick right now based on OPGG, but like I'm trying to get like 3 champs
That's good.
to like spam, but I'm kinda looking still. I think it's gonna be like Tristana, Caitlyn, and then maybe Jinx.
Trist, Caitlyn, Jinx.
Yeah, I haven't played Jinx yet, but
You
like I
still
don't
want
want
you
to
still
just
want to
play.
play Kai'Sa, right?
Not really.
You
It
should
feels
still
like
you should still play for Elo. Keep that in mind.
yeah.
Um,
Maybe it's gonna be like because Kai'Sa feels like pretty weird because like your support likes to pick range champs and then it's like unplayable.
yeah, then it's a bit weird, right? So
Yeah, and Kai'Sa is banned really often, so I want like
of
3 that
course,
I can consistently play.
of course, you can still keep Aphelios and Kai'Sa as your pocket pick. Like let's say they pick a team that really wants to go in and have short range, then Aphelios is perfect. But versus something like this, it's really, really, really unplayable. So
Yeah.
you need to think more about picking your champs. So, for example, for Aphelios, pick them if they're low range, then they like to go in on you, and they can't lock you down for free. Because he is not in like the best spots compared to what he has used, like what he used to be. So think about when you pick him. Other than that, it looks fine for runes. Do you usually think about when you pick your champions, or do you just pick them?
I do, but it's like I don't have really. I'm not playing so that many champs, so it's like, is Kai'Sa good here? Yeah, it's really free. Then I pick it. If no, then I pick something else.
Yeah.
Usually like Caitlyn. But I have a pretty good idea. Like if my team, like if I have engaged support and my team wants to go in, then Kai'Sa is good, and if not, then Kai'Sa isn't very good.
Of course. Is the reason you go zombie ward?
I saw Guma used to do it, and I
Yeah,
think it makes sense. Like
it does.
I think it's a little bit less AD, but it's like free vision.
Yeah, exactly.
Terran.
And vision is so broken. Also
Yeah.
in solo queue because you can make sure that your teammates don't die, right? So, for zombie ward, I just want to hear if there's actually a reason you take it, or you just pick it because pro players does it, like Miyushi, for example. Because it is really nice, also for competitive. Because you said you wanted to play competitive, and that was the goal.
Yep.
Then having extra vision, like let's say you play a support like Naut that can't go zombie ward, and you have it instead. That's quite amazing. That's good. How do you feel about Moral Reminder?
I don't go it very often. That game, I had the gold for it, exact gold, and the game was like at the Nexus, pretty much.
It was already over.
Yeah. Actually, I've gone it quite a bit. I don't know.
Because let's just read it.
Yeah, I think it's like not that good, but
It's just there's so
like,
many broken items for AD, right? There's so many good items for AD. So having to go Moral Reminder for these stats, not really optimal. For Executioner, for example. Oh. That's not what we were looking for. Give me a sec. Just forgot that I didn't screenshot what you told me. There you go.
I was just looking at the stream.
Yeah. That's my bet. Yeah, so Execution's calling 15 attack damage, dealing physical damage to enemy champions, inflicts them with 40% grievous wounds for 3 seconds. That's obviously great if they have a lot of healing. But having to delay your power spike because you need to spend 800 gold for Executioner is not the greatest. There's other champs usually in your team that can go it, where it doesn't hurt them a lot. And then for Model Reminder, that's the big catch. Dealing physical damage to champions, inflict them with 40% creations. Great, it's the same as Executioner, but attacking a champion 3 times within 2 seconds increases effect to 60% until it ends. Does that sound like appealing to you?
It's like pretty hard to do.
Yeah. It is not something that happens often, and if you attack them 3 times in a fight, they usually die anyways.
Yeah.
So having to spend that extra gold for a Model Reminder where you get almost the same effect for 800 gold, that is pretty sketchy, right? Because these stats are not good. They are not good for an item that costs 500 or 2,500. So you only really want to go Executioner if you need to, and then you can finish Model Reminder later on into the game, if you actually really need it.
Yeah. It's just like hard to resist when you base and you have the exact gold. It's like so tempting.
Yeah. But yeah, as you can see when we just read it, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bait. Other than that, it's fine. You can go rapid fire, third versus like long range team, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like collector, so I just have a couple of challenger players that likes it, but not a big fan.
Yeah. What do you think about like PD second now that it gives double evolve? I think it's like it should be really good, but I haven't seen it too much.
I mean, you can test it out a bit. I don't think it's horrible. It's just collector is really nice for finishing people off in fights. It just fits Kai'Sa really well. But
yeah, I think maybe like full tank lineups you can.
Yeah, exactly. I was
third.
just about to say it. Like, let's say you play versus like a really tanky team. You go Kraken into what's it called, PD, and then Lord Dominix, or Kraken into Lord Dominix into PD. But I'm not sure you will like it. I'm not sure if you would like damage, but I think it should be fine. So Kraken into, depending on the situation, you go PD second or Lord Dominix. Because Lord Dominix currently is really broken.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, how do you feel about Kate?
I'm really bad at it. Like really bad.
I mean,
but
if you are really good at Kate, she can take over every solo queue game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanna play her.
Yeah, but it also requires your junglers to play around you. So that's the catch. How do you think about runes on this champ?
I'm not really sure between.
Is this the game we're gonna watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like kind of a stomp early, but then it went bad, and I'm not really sure why. So
yeah,
I wanna look at it.
I'm sure that there's a lot of mistakes early as well, but
yeah, of course.
I can already see now that like Kraken here versus this, not a big fan. I would definitely go Gale. Because you're playing versus Pyke, you're playing versus Kiana. I think you're gonna you die a lot in this game as well. 6 deaths is a decent amount. And I'm sure you could have avoided a lot of these deaths with Gale Force. Plus, if you really need armor penetration and they're tanky, there's this item, Lord Dominix.
Yeah, the reason I went for it is because when I looked at the pics, I didn't like really see how Gale Force is that useful. Like, sure, it's good against Pyke, but it's like not really that good at avoiding Kiana, I think. and then they have a lot of tanks.
I
And
mean,
also I saw Jack Spectre go Kraken a lot, so I wanted to try it.
yeah.
And also Gale is like hard to use, so like can't really mess up with Kraken.
The only way you can mess up is by dying, right? Which you could avoid with Gale Force, but you also have a exhaust. So I like Kraken if it's really good or if it's good, but in this game I wouldn't say that it's good, like that good, because Udyr and Mortar should realistically not get to you ever. If you position well, I don't see them ever getting onto you. Sure, yeah, maybe true. He will flash onto you and that's it. I can also see that you went Cosmic Insight. Is there a reason for that, or?
I wanted to try it out. I think it makes sense because I need I need a flash to survive Pike, Kiana.
Yeah. Okay. So it makes a little bit of sense because you're going for the Summoner Spell Haste, right? And you need the exhaust for Kiana, and you need the flash as well in fights.
Yeah.
But with Gale Force, you get kind of like an extra flash, and you shouldn't look to go into the jungle. That's the only way you die to Kiana. Do you agree?
Yep.
You shouldn't look to go in the jungle. You should look to play on lanes, and then when you're looking to get vision, you should not be face checking. It should be Hecarim or Morgana, and not you. So sure, you need flash, but do you actually need flash? No, because you should just play in mid lane. You should play bot and top lane. You should play for the plates and you should play for the towers. And then when you are looking to face check, because at some point you're gonna need to face check to put vision, it shouldn't be you. It should be Hecarim, it should be Morgana.
Yeah, true.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Plus the 10 item haste. What do you see anything here with cooldown?
No.
Yeah, so it's completely useless. Where to boots, for example, you're not looking to rush boots on this champion. You're looking to get Noonquiver. Then you would get the boost, which gives an additional 10 movement speed. And you can see here, you bought boots at 11 minutes. So yeah. you would get them for free. I'm guessing you get a lot of kills right early because of this.
A lot of assist.
Yeah. Or yeah, assist as well, right? So yeah. Having early boots is really nice in this case. And yeah, as you said yourself, you need flash, but do you actually need flash? No, if you really think about it, you don't, because someone else should be face checking and you should be pushing towers because they can't get to you. These 3 people cannot get to you in mid lane.
Yeah.
So you don't actually need it.
And I also see the Gale Force like better now, like it probably would have been way better.
Yeah. Because Kraken is nice if it's actually really nice. What did you want to say?
No, I mean if I have Gale, then also I don't need flash that much.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense.
Yeah. And all of this, what I'm saying now, is something you can think about yourself, right? You don't need me to do that.
Yeah.
You just have to think like, how does the champions interact with each other? And I'm sure that if you had Gale Force, you wouldn't be dead 6 times. Other than that, like the build is fine, sure. Like having Gale Force over Kraken would be the right thing. Lord Dominic's, let's see. Yeah, I mean Lord Dominic's second is not bad because of.
Yeah, I also tested it out, like Dominic against Storm Racer second, and Dominic is always more damage if they have more than 50 armor.
Yeah, and usually
and like
they will have
like
it.
ADCs have like 60 armor at level 10 or something.
Yeah. I'm also like a big fan of Lord Dominic's currently, so I also agree that you should buy it. Like the moment they have over 50 armor, it's just worth it.
So, yeah.
It's dumb, but that's how the game is currently, and you obviously have to play around that. So that is fine. Did you just swap? randomly, like runes here? You know, you have domination here and inspiration. Did you just want to test it out a bit?
Yeah, I wanted to test it out.
Okay. How did it
But I
feel?
think domination is not good now because it was nerfed.
Yeah. Ravenous Hunter obviously got a little nerf.
Yeah, and like I don't think Caitlyn like uses it that well after all.
Yeah.
It was like maybe worth taking before because it was like so overtuned, but probably not anymore.
Yeah, it was very strong.
And about fleet and tempo, I am not like.
Not sure?
I think like a fleet is good in some matchup specific things.
Yes.
Like it feels good against Draven.
So the reason, no, the thing about fleet and lethal is that you would like to go fleet if it's about sustaining the matchup. Like let's say they can actually play toe to toe with you, and you don't have Caitlyn Morgana or Caitlyn Carmen, they can actually play toe to toe with you. Then having fleet is nice because you can sustain the matchup and just win it by default if nothing random happens, like a blitz hook or a flash hook. And lethal is really nice if they never can go toe to toe with you, like let's say here. Right? They can never fight you straight up in a 2v2. They need the jungler, but your jungler is just better here. So you just hard one draft, but they can never really touch you. So having fleet is useless. You would much rather have the damage and just remove the laning phase completely. Or stomp the laning phase completely, I mean. Okay. Let's take a look at Trist. Let's make sure. And it's the same thing here with the zombie ward.
Yep.
You don't think you need this?
No, not.
I mean, you can do this. Like, it's completely fine, right? You just out-sustain. Completely fine.
I took that. This is after the Ravenous nerf.
Yeah,
so
of course.
That's why I took it.
Of course. What is better now, do you think?
Ravenous still. Probably.
I think it's the only one you can go. Maybe you can go Ultimate Hunter, but I think Ravenous is still like the reason you go this tree is obviously not for the Ravenous. It's for this.
Yeah.
And then the other runes are just added bonuses. But yeah, this is fine. Runes are fine. Of course, you need to change this depending on the game.
Yep.
And build is also okay. It's kind of the same thing, like with Gale Force and Kraken. It's still like Gale Force is really nice to have on this champ. But there has to be a reason for it. So let's see if there's a game. Yeah, this one. This one's a good one. So they don't really have tanky members. Like the only one they have is this, like a fighter. But they have a lot of CC and a lot of lockdown on you. If you ever get CC'd, you die. Pretty much. Right? So having Gale Force here for the ult on him, Q, stun, potentially ult on him. That would be really nice, no?
Yeah.
Just taking a look quickly. Dragon every game. Okay, not every game. But a lot of games.
Yeah. Gumayus is also cracking a lot of games.
Yeah. Kraken is also really, really good with Tristana's kit. But sometimes you need Gale Force, and sometimes you don't need the Kraken, because you will one-shot these people anyways. All of them, except maybe this guy, right?
Yeah.
And they have a lot of CCs that if one of them lands, you are gonna die. So just think a little bit more about your itemization, about your mythic, and about healing reduction, of course, here. Small reminder.
Yeah.
really important because itemization can be the reason that you live or you die or you win or you lose the game. So it's really, really underrated. Is there any more champs you want to look at? Or we will just go into the game?
We can go into the game.
Right. You're playing Kate Mock. That's really good. Are you forced to leash?
Yes.
Okay, that is not the greatest.
Actually no. But my some funny stuff happens level 1.
Okay.
They do a famous UNE pike technique, and
Okay.
Morgana walks right into it.
I mean, in this game, yeah, sure, it's good to ward here. But if you're not playing versus Pike or anything, do you always should do the sword?
No.
Okay, good.
Only when there's like Pike Blitz, not because like it's hard to, like he can pretty easily hook if you
have to burn flash early. So
Yep.
just a hook champ.
Yep.
What do you usually do if not?
Stand
Here?
out of the bush, where you're there.
Yeah, that's good. Just wanted to make sure. Because you would prefer not to leash in this matchup. Let's see the matchup. A little bit sad we don't have loading screen, but it's okay. You can catch it. But for the matchup itself, if he ever uses hook, they can never do anything again. And how does the junglers impact you? Like, you have Hecarim, they have Udyr. How do they impact you?
Udyr is like pretty not threatening, kinda, if ganking.
He doesn't do a lot.
Yeah.
He can gank level 4, and that's the only gank opportunity that he will go for. And for Hecarim, he's also pathing bot, so it looks like, from the current state of it, that both junglers are pathing towards bot scuttle. So should you look to get prio, or should you look to just, leave it?
Prio.
Yeah, plus you're also playing Kate Mock.
Yeah.
Should you look to slow push the wave, or should you just push perma?
Slow, fast maybe, like crash cannon wave. But no cheater, because we have to be there for crap. Yeah,
that's good. So you should push wave 2 and wave 3 together.
Yep.
And then stack it. Stack it, push it, move to crap if needed. If not, you will just poke them under the tower.
Yep.
So that should be the main goal of the lane, and you should obviously try to harass the Tristana or the Pike if they step up, because you have ranged advantage.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes.
And you should also be in lane currently. You have put the ward, so you don't need to be there anymore. You should be in lane, and you should already look to put pressure level 1. Wait. Does this actually work?
Yep. We saw him in the ward, I pinged it. And let's see what happens.
That's bannable.
Yeah. We win this though. Like this exchange. Kinda.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. What did they use?
Ignite for flash.
Yeah.
But Tristan can't play anymore.
Yeah. It's definitely not bad. And now you should look to put pressure all the time, standing on the minions and look to put pressure. So what you can do to test the enemy laner sometimes is that you can walk up right and try to hit him. If he just lets you hit, he's bad. But if he actually understands that this is not a good trade for him and he shouldn't look for it, then you know that he's a human. He will actually respect. So
yeah, I've gotten like I used to be pretty good at laning, like at spacing and at like auto attacking, but I've gotten worse at it because I've tried to focus on like another stuff.
Yeah.
That I'm bad at. So I'm like.
What is the other stuff? Can you tell me?
Not hinting to the jungler every game.
Nothing is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for the jungle. For the jungle
Mostly I
mashup,
lose the jungler.
yeah, that is good because you can work on it. For the jungle mashup, you just need to learn how junglers work, right? You need to learn how they path in most cases, and I mean, we can just quickly look at it. This is something you can do every game. So for the jungler's perspective, for the Udyr's perspective here, he's looking for prio or he's looking to gank. Can he gank Urgot? I can't remember what he had in top lane. Let's go back real quick.
Mordekaiser.
Yeah, Mordekaiser. That's not gankable. That's not gankable, and it's useless. But if he sets you behind, right? If he sets Caitlyn Morgana behind, you cannot play the game anymore, and it's just GG. You don't have win condition. I mean, you have win condition, but the lane is not supposed to go the way that it goes. So how Udyr should think is that he should either try to disrupt you, or like play for top lane and just play for himself. And in most cases, junglers are thinking of ganking because they're just dogs, so they're thinking of ganking. I can tell you from experience. So you need to know when to ward, and you're not, in most cases, you're warding for the jungler. And if he can't do anything for the lane, then sure, you don't have to ward for him. Like, let's say you're playing versus Karthus, for example. He doesn't really like to gank, and he shouldn't really gank unless it's really free. So for him, all you need is like a ward here, right? And then you should be safe. But if you're playing versus Nunu, you need to adapt your wards. You need to ward deeper into the jungle. You can ward here as well, but you need a river ward here. So think about the jungler you're playing against and how they can actually impact your lane. Because most ADCs and most bot lanes are really dumb players. So they will not respect the jungler ever. I'm again talking from experience.
Yeah. Do you think like I was once told that if like my jungler starts bot and enemy jungler starts top, I should always give a prio. Like no
you can do that, but you can also slow push wave 2-3 and cheater if you have the matchup for that. Because then you're not gankable, right? Let's say enemy jungler has a ganking jungler that is really good at jungling or really good at ganking, then you can cheater on wave 3. Because usually they don't have a gank timer before the cannon wave. Sometimes they are really disgusting and they go red to bot lane instantly. But that's not true. You should not give prio if you have winning matchup. You shouldn't play like it's a losing matchup. You should still win it and then just cheater on wave 3 because you're acceptable to ganks. Right? That's the really good thing about cheater recalling, because they can't gank you. So you push this wave 2 and 3 if you have jungler pathing towards you. You cheater, you come back with item advantage, and you come back to wave being in a good spot. Like, let's say here, around here. And then you're
makes sense.
Avoid the gank.
And then the enemy jungler like has to
reset.
Do something,
He has to reset and go back to top side. And then you have advantage. You see it? All comes together.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what I wanted you to do here is that you step up and you try to auto him. If he respects and he steps back, that's good. Because then he's giving the lane to you. See here? He's just auto-attacking, right? But we don't have to do this. Step up and try to hit him. You have a headshot locked and loaded.
Yeah, I was scared of Pyke, but for no reason. Like, even
Pyke
if
can't
I get
do anything.
hooked, I win.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And everything that you said right now is something you have said. I have just given you the tools, right? So it's easy. Think to yourself, if I get hooked there, does it matter? No, it doesn't. So go up and shoot him in the face. And yeah, Pyke is obviously standing here, but it doesn't matter. You have minions, play around them. Yeah, he missed his hook. Go up. He missed his hook, so we step up and try to hit them. Oh. Okay, he locked hooked again. Yeah, how easy was that? Step back, and the moment they try to hit the minions, you hit him. Here, for example, he's probably stepping up for this minion. So be ready to trade on him. Look. We could have hit him here. But you're looking at the minion instead of him. See here? You hit it. That's fine. You hit it again because you want to get prio. So that's the reason you do it. But here, you already see him stepping up. Look at his movement. He's going up for this minion. He's thinking the same way as you. You're both ADC players. You're thinking about this minion, he's thinking about this minion. But look at his movement. He's actually going for this. So go on him and hit him. You're playing Caitlyn Morgana. You need to be oppressive as fuck. Look. He could have had 2 auto attacks right now. And of course you win this. And here, you could just step into the minions. Step behind the minion and use it as a shield. But it's good from you to acknowledge that you're too far away from it currently.
Yeah, I think he was looking like that I was walking there, so
Yeah.
I went the other direction.
Yeah, you are too far away currently, but you're already mispositioned. So here.
Yeah, true.
Here, we already moved towards this. Wait for the bomb to lock out so it doesn't impact the wave, because you still want to push. So, I mean, it's fine. It's just good that you acknowledge that you're too far away from the wave. And you should, of course, be really oppressive. The moment he steps up for a minion, you auto him.
Yeah, like here too, I'm walking like way too far back for no reason.
Yeah. Make him choose. Does he want a minion or does he want a basic attack in the head? And again, you hit 2, flashed, he griefed.
Yeah, I grief here too.
Yep.
No exhaust.
I mean, it's fine that you wait exhaust for Trist, because trading you for trading Trist for Morgana is completely fine. That is completely fine. Just need to exhaust him immediately, because he could actually maybe survive here. I'm not sure. Don't think he would survive, but there's a chance. Because he doesn't lock the bump, and you might be able to kill Pyke as well. He doesn't have flash, he doesn't have E, so should insta exhaust Trist when he jumps. Trap, good. He dies, and you should just step into the bush here. The reason being that you obviously get 2 stacks on passive. You know that, right?
Yeah,
of course.
But here I was thinking like I'm never gonna kill Pyke, so I'm just gonna try to push the wave.
Yeah.
So I just like ignore him.
Yeah, that's also fine.
That one out.
That's also fine.
Yeah, it's like a pretty, like, the situation goes a bit funny here because I don't get the wave, but Pyke like tanks it for like 90% of his HP. So like I just stay because Morgan is back here.
That is that is really fine for you. Yeah, that's really fine. And of course, when he steps up like this, you should just hit him. I mean, he is griefing. He's just turbo inting here. Like, you can already trap here, like in front of him. So if he E's, he gets trapped. And just step up. Make sure you can hit E on him. And if he decides to W the E, he gets trapped. So trap, E, and hit him. But he's patrolling here. What? Yeah, sure, you held the wave, but that's just good for you. You have bigger wave to go on the Tristan.
Yep, I gotta get that freeze.
Yeah. There's a time and a place for freezing, and that's not it. And here,
now I should have based, but I don't.
Yeah, you can stay because Pyke has to also base. So you can stay here and poke or take 1 plate. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have focused the plate more. And not try to look for the kill.
Yeah, I mean, if he steps into the trap, you can sure you can kill him, right?
Yeah, alright, I stayed because I don't have enough for pickaxe yet.
Yeah, it's also fine to stay here. You don't have to reset because Pyke griefed. So if you just let him reset here, he didn't grief. Then it's good for him. You should stay here, and you have Hecarim in your pocket. So.
Yep.
Completely fine. Here, you could consider slow pushing 2 waves. Or 2 waves, like this wave here, and the next one here. Because if you slow push it, you can take 1 plate and reset. And I'm not sure, you won't get Noon Quiver, but you get more gold. But I'm guessing what you do is you just push this, you take the plate, and then reset.
Yeah.
But that is bad, because you will lose 1 wave from that. And we will see it. Okay, you don't take the plate. That's good. Then it's whatever. Then it's great. Good reset. And yeah, wave is bouncing to you, so you will have 2 waves coming in. And of course, now we should be putting out the pressure. Not here, but on the next 2 waves that are coming. Okay. I mean, he sees them walk into the bush.
Yep.
Oh, sure. That's the bad thing about playing AD, that you can't choose your support.
Yeah, she wasn't really a minimap intro yet.
Yeah, she's focusing on CSing, I guess. For unknown reasons. Yeah, that's pretty shit for the lane. Means that you have to wait 2 more waves until you can put pressure out, because this is definitely not how the lane should go. But Hecarim saves it or what?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's trolling. What? What is going on? He's just dead here.
Yep.
Okay, I guess he's not.
Not a screen looker.
I mean, this is still a good trade for you. Even
yeah,
if you
this
die.
goes really well.
Or not even if you die, but even if they don't die. Okay, it
Yeah,
goes.
this is like game over here.
Yeah, I mean now you will just put out all the pressure.
Yeah, if it was like a high tier game, but it's not, so it goes on for 40 minutes. I may have headshotted the creep there.
Yeah, I mean you should build headshot just to kill the Mort, but
And
you don't kill him here no matter what.
Yeah.
He has shield up. I'm 99% sure of it. You still hold the wave here. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
Look to
I
push.
want a base here.
Yeah, for Noonquiver. You'll get it on the next one. That's fine. He needs a base here. Building slow push for them. Do you want to base for Noonquiver, or you just want space? Because you don't have boots here in this game, I remember, so.
Yeah, I just want to base because of HP.
Okay. And you don't want to base because of Noonquiver?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that.
Okay. You should look to base on either Noonquiver, but you don't have boots in this game, I remember, so you can also base on boots. I would definitely go the flat AD on Caitlyn. Because boots or whatever, you just need to one-shot. So you should be basing for Noonquiver. So important you get all the CS.
Yeah, I thought here because like they have a Tristan on bike, so I'm like dead at this HP if they want to kill me.
Yes.
So I'm just like, let's get out.
But if you're just basing for boots, like let's say in this situation you're not playing Kate and you're looking to base for boots, then you can reset, come back to the freeze. You know how to set up a freeze when...
Yep.
Yeah, great. Because then you can set up freeze and reset. If you're not playing Kate and you're like playing Vayne maybe and you want boots, then that is something you can do. But you are basing for Noonquiver and you will get it. Perfect. Perfect calculation by me. Because Noonquiver is so broken on Caitlyn. Waves bouncing to you. It's good. Obviously not the pressure we would like to put out. The tower still has 5 plates some magical way. And we will look back at it one more time before we go out of laning phase to make sure that you get everything you need. Any reason we're not stepping up?
Morgana.
Yeah. You have full pressure. Or you have full vision, I mean, so no reason to be afraid.
Yeah, I think I was a bit too afraid of their damage because Pike isn't 6 yet. But like
Yeah.
they do some pretty nasty damage, so it's like pretty scary.
They're just allowed to breathe in this lane. It shouldn't be possible. Morgana should black shield before walking into a bush. Then they can never do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wait. The skin, I've never seen it before.
Yeah. Also, they're flying Caitlyn bug. Pretty annoying.
Yeah. But yeah, this is just not possible. This should not be possible.
Yeah, like Hecarim is here too. We should just
Yeah.
I should just force up and like Morgana has to follow, and then like action is forced to happen.
Yes. But now we're freezing on Caitlyn Morgana. Right? It's definitely shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, like I should probably like shot call more for my support.
Yeah.
So that like because like technically like if Morgana was good and played played the matchup, then I would also follow and play the matchup. But like
Yeah.
I should take the lead. I should take the lead in these situations.
Yeah. You should always take the lead in UNE. No, but for real. Let's watch it back and see what should have been done differently, because this was such a free lane after early.
Yeah.
After this happens, it's really free. So step up the moment you come to lane. Step up and force her off the wave. If she doesn't want to go off the wave, hit her in the face. But you use your headshot to hit this because you're maybe a little bit afraid of Morgana dying, but that doesn't matter. If Morgana dies for Kate or for Trist, that's always worth it. So step up, hit him, and play behind the minions so Pike can't hook you. See here? Because they should not be allowed to hit the wave like this. Yeah. And of course, play behind the wave as the moment he charges his Q, play behind wave, but now it's gone. So play up again and hit him. Play up the moment he doesn't have Q. And as you can see, he's allowed to hit this minion. When only taking one hit, he should have taken at least 130 damage here. Or maybe a little bit less. Not the greatest calculation, but he should definitely have been hit a lot more. Yeah. And they get 2. Like, how do they get 2? We're playing Caitlyn Mork. But it still ends up working out. And he flashes. They should always die here. Insta exhaust on Trist. Camera movement is a little bit bad. Like, you should already see, you should be seeing Trist jumping like this. So move your camera up a little bit. Think about your camera movement, of course. And you have exhaust. You could even go for exhaust on Pike here and try to kill him while walking after him in the bush. But I'm not sure you would kill him. I'm like 99% sure you would not.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
I mean, you think this was good, like how this wave ended up? Like I stay and...
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, like, this trade is always worth it. Always worth it. Even if they get first blood. But you would have gotten the first blood if she was exhausted. But yeah, now we need to push. Of course. Or she will get a lot more than she should. Push. Yeah, and here, step up. Of course, you're playing Caitlyn, right? But we shouldn't be playing full range when he's doing stuff like this. Trap in front of him. If he's good, he will not E before he sees the trap. But if he's not good, which he's not, then he might just E into the trap. step up and make sure you hit the E on him. Or force his W with E. And you might have killed him here.
Yeah, I think so too. I was really late with the trap.
Yeah. Insta trap when he steps up like this. Yeah, as you can see, he actually waits out the trap. And yeah, now you have a big wave to poke. Here. This is really, really important. So you got a big wave, but we're stepping back. See here? Got a big, big wave. It doesn't matter if she's playing Twist, but we're stepping back here. Step up, hit the tower, and poke them if they allow you to.
Yeah, I was like looking to recall, but then I saw Hecarim go for Scuttle and like realized like I can't just stay. So
Yeah, plus it's not the greatest recall for you. You get nothing. So you should either look for Pickaxe or Noonquiver. Noonquiver would always be the best choice, but sometimes you won't be allowed to have the gold. So you have a big wave, and we need to not click here. We need to step up with this wave here, with these four waves or 4 minions. Trap everything, and if he wants a minion, he has to get hit. Or you just perma hit the tower and try to get a plate on the next one. Yeah, see, we could have gotten the plate here if you focused it.
Yep.
See how much. Because as I said, the best base and the most optimal base is always Noonquiver on Caitlyn. It's so broken. It's so broken on Caitlyn. So you should always look to get it if it's possible. And here you could look to slow push wave 1 and wave 2. Look for the plate. Push one more wave because Udyr shouldn't be bot side. And recall on Noonquiver. So
okay.
Stack one wave or 1 and 2. Get the plate and get Noonquiver because Noonquiver is always the first buy on Caitlyn if you don't die. Because sure, there's an argument for you overstaying in lane, but Udyr should be topside.
How can you tell?
The way I can tell that he's topside is because he didn't show on this. So that means he's topside. And then he's gonna recall relatively soon. But you have vision on him. And you can easily just go and put the ward here after the plate. If you want it.
Okay.
Like let's say here. You slow push this wave and the next one instead of hard shoving it and recalling. How much gold is that? 2 waves here. The next one is cannon, I believe. 6 of
300, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. But you definitely will be close to Noonquiver. You might have it as well. If you get one more plate, you get one more wave, you have Noonquiver.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
And you're not in danger of dying. You have exhaust, you have flash, plus you're playing Caitlyn Morgana, so he can just spell shield. Yeah, it's a cannon wave. So you get this cannon wave, you get plate, and you have the gold you need for Noonquiver. You should always aim to get Noonquiver on Caitlyn if possible. Have you played Noonquiver first as well? And then Pickaxe? Because I guess you played Pickaxe here. Have you played the different bases before?
Not really.
Or you always look to reset on Pickaxe?
I mean, I want to always reset on Noonquiver, but like it's not always. I don't always manage it. Okay. If I do, then yeah, I go it.
Because here, for example, we don't really need to reset, right? You're full HP. Sure, you're lacking a little bit of mana, but that doesn't matter. You have enough mana to get this wave, get the plate, and then reset. Or get this wave, get the plate, get the next wave as well, and then reset.
Yeah, it like in the game it would have really felt like overstaying, but it does like make sense.
Yeah, because you have full vision. You have ward, you have Caitlyn Black or Morgana Black Shield, so you just clump up and he can't hit the one that has the Black Shield. and you put your ward in the middle of river, right where the scuttle is, and you're never ever gonna die to the gank. So yeah, and now you're forced to reset on pickaxe, or you were not forced to, but you did. And it's not like it's game losing, by the way. It's not game losing for you or lane losing as well for you to reset on pickaxe, but if you can reset on Noonquiver, you can't lose this lane. It's impossible. Even if you completely grief it, it's impossible. Yeah, Caitlyn gets hooked. Or Morgana gets hooked. She does die. Sucks. We still haven't used exhaust, but in this case it doesn't matter. She'll die anyways.
Yep.
And yeah, you have to wait 2 more waves before you can push. And the matchup is not being played how it is supposed to, which sucks ass. But you're... And yeah, of course the trap was for Trist, I think.
Yep.
Or was it for Pike?
I was thinking Trist.
Yeah, because she might have jumped on you here.
Yeah.
And again, you're playing Caitlyn Mork. If he goes on you, does it matter?
No.
Oh, because you're Black Shield, so he cannot do anything. And that's a good thing about being Caitlyn Mork here. Yeah, you see what he did to Morgana? That's what he would done. That's what he would have done to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he doesn't even stun you because you're Black Shield. Imagine you're a little bit further up here, right? Imagine you're a little bit further up, you stay here. Or a little bit further back, like here. You would kill him. Because he can't kill you, you're playing Caitlyn Mork.
Yeah, I was like afraid of Tristan and Guldas when I knew they were down.
Yeah. Boom. Because you could have easily killed both of them here. Oh, what? How the fuck did he die?
Ignat.
Oh, Pike was here.
Yeah, I literally didn't see him. I was like, what? How did he die?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of camera movement, but you play mostly lock camera, right?
I use spacebar.
Yeah, okay. This camera control is insanely crucial. Especially for a ADC. You need to know exactly what's happening in the fights. Yeah. And again, now you should be looking into base on Noonquiver. And this lane is not losable again. Just took a little bit longer, but it's not losable the moment you get Noonquiver. And you get it here. It's good. Reset. Goes lane. And now we should look to slow push waves. Slow push this one with the next one, but you're just perma pushing, right? You're perma hitting. But it's gonna be really, really hard for you to slow push because like Tristana is in a state in the game where she can just push the waves. Sadly.
Yep.
But this lane is so free. If it was played differently, you still somehow, like, you can still get the push because she's not doing anything about it.
Yep.
So we should just be stepping up with the wave here and slow push if she allows it. But guess, like, look at what she's doing. She's allowing it. Wait, you're walking, right? This is Buck. Okay, so, like, look, she just gets to delete the wave for free. She's not getting damaged or anything. Look at this. She's just hitting the wave. But last time I checked, you're playing Caitlyn Mork. Right, so step up when you have W or E up, I mean, and hit him. Hit him in the face. This is fine ult. Yeah, it's fine ult. Because the optimal thing that could happen is you get 5 plates, right? And you start moving mid. And take these plates as well.
Yep.
That's usually what should happen in the Caitlyn mock matchups versus almost every matchup. And here it's time for you to freeze because Caitlyn Morgana is resetting, so 2.
I can use as exhaust. I'm like really bad at using it. I should just go heal.
I mean, you can get used to it, but you're not really looking to get exhausted in most cases. So like here, the moment he flashes on you, just exhaust. You can exhaust both of them. Pyke is best here, but he gets his full combo off on you. Every single attack, every single RQ as well, so. Yeah. And here you need to hit wave, of course. Good. Push. Push one more. I mean, you could potentially take 1 plate here, but it is a little bit risky. So, good for you to reset.
Yeah, I like very rarely walk up for plates in situations like
because
that.
you don't need to take the plate now. You will get it on reset after reset. So, sure, you lose 180 gold, but you have time on your side. Yeah, and they should not be allowed to play anymore.
Yeah, now we just spam kill them every time they woke up.
Yeah.
Because Morgana got 6.
Of
and
course.
Started, like,
but it should have been done way earlier, right?
Yeah. But it's like kinda Morgana's fault because she was like behind me and didn't want to.
It's a little bit like her fault, but there's so many times you could have walked up and hit her. Like hit the fist here.
Now like the Morgana's gonna follow if I woke up anyway, so yeah, it's my bad.
Yeah, exactly, she will follow. So here, like, we should just hit her.
Yeah, but I mean, this is kinda in because I lose.
You die?
Yes.
Okay.
But like a bit weirdly, but like I lose 1v1.
I guess, yeah, she will one-shot you.
I'm just kinda limit testing. Or like seeing if he does something. It like ends up being fine in the very long run. Because I get piked and Tristan escapes, but then Udor comes to die, and we get a lot of kills.
Yeah. Let's look at it real quick.
Yeah, I think I win if I land everything, but it's like impossible because she flashes.
Yeah, I mean, if you land the trap the moment she jumps, you can maybe win it, but...
Yeah, but she like predicted it.
Yeah, she did. I mean, of course, you need to trap the moment she jumps, or you need to trap before she jumps.
Yeah,
but
maybe
that's pretty hard to do.
Been enough. Yeah, I'm not sure, because if she insta flashes, then maybe she gets out in time. But
yeah, and you should also walk this way because you have Hecarim, right? So you need to walk to him.
Yeah.
But this is very situational. So. The only thing that is really important is how you lane early on, because there's so many micro mistakes that could have been big for the game if you didn't have better jungle. And you don't need better jungle in this matchup. You can just smash them completely 2v2. And they should just permadie. They cannot be allowed to play here. Imagine you have Gay Falls here. Boom, he just dies.
Yep.
Yeah, and you should win. Of course, you shouldn't walk up here. There's no reason for that. There's no reason to limit test and throw the game. So good of you to actually understand that. Because sometimes matchup don't go the way they should, and you have to respect that. Imagine he takes bone plating into Caitlyn mock. That's crazy. And we see Udyr top, so we don't need to be afraid.
Yep.
Right? We don't need to queue in here. Hold on to it, and if they jump you, they lose. You have Black Shield, you have Exhaust. They're never gonna win that. So just push.
Yeah, mythic advantage and
They have to. You have to really troll like the 2v2 to lose or to die. So. Yeah. Don't have to be afraid of them. And again, we're walking too far back. We have full vision around us, right? If you had no vision, you had no pink here, you had no ward here, I would understand it. But you have full vision around you. We have to not be afraid. You have exhaust advantage.
yeah.
You have flash advantage as well. So why are we not stepping up and fighting here? We should do that. Do you agree?
Yeah.
He has Mobius as well. So if you take his Mobius, he cannot charge at you.
But I don't know, like Morgana doesn't have ult, and they can like just.
You have both sums up, and he doesn't have a single one up.
Yeah,
he will have exhaust pretty soon, but
yeah, they're probably like we get to if they kill Morgana, I guess.
yeah.
But like, yeah.
If you trade one for one, it's still really worth, and you have Hecarim on your side, so
Yeah.
we should walk up and we should try to fight them.
Yeah. It seems so obvious now.
Yes. Very obvious. Also important, you don't show your cards. I don't know if you watched my stream before. But usually what bot laners, mid laners, top laners like to do is that if jungler's on their side, they randomly start walking up, right? Because they always show their hand. They show their cards. Like in this case, Hecarim is your card, right? So you're showing that he's here. Instead of actually playing the same wave you played the last 2 minutes of the lane, you have played like pussies. And then randomly you start walking up. But in the last 2 minutes, you should have walked up already, and you should have fought them. And then it wouldn't be surprising. But currently, you played really far back, and you're just respected. But not for a reason, but you've just respected. So, you show your cards here. Look, you just randomly start walking up. And it's so obvious, right? Just go back, and we watch how you have laned the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We just start from this wave. Get this. You play back. Of course, what I wanted you to do is step up and hit them. It doesn't matter if you trade one auto here for one auto. Or not for one auto, but one auto for the minion. Because you have longer auto attack range than he has currently. And that's what's so broken about Caitlyn. Because no ADCs can, like, not a lot of ADCs can match her. So, yeah, you notice it, right? You just play really far back. Really far back.
Sure.
And then the moment Hecarim starts going into your lane, you start walking up. And it's obvious to the naked eye. And it's something every single like laner does below challenger, I would say. They play like, they make it so obvious. And again, I'm talking from experience, from a jungle perspective.
Yeah.
It's very easy to see. Yeah, and this is very worth it. Completely fine with this trade. Because he will lose an entire wave. Yeah, and you cannot follow up, so should just hit the wave. And then you can look to follow up. You should F-key here. Do you ever F-key?
Yeah.
Because
maybe often, but not this game for some reason.
Because here, if you F-key, you will know that you can win this fight. And you should just walk past the tower. Oh, everyone is dead, so no one can help, right? So, but you take the wrong direction. But it doesn't matter, because you still win. But look how it could have impacted. Yeah. It could have impacted. You not just walking straight through the tower here. And walking past could have made the difference. Because it's the minor things that actually matter, right? If you want to go from a D1 player to a challenger player, you need to notice the small things. And yeah, you should just push here. Reset, that's good. Because if you take tower... actually, Let me see the death timers. No, there's still 15 seconds on Pike. You should just take the tower here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because what it does for you, like the big thing about taking the tower here is not the gold or the XP. The big thing is that you can get a Kali in side lane, right? So you can get a Kali bot lane, which is really good. And you can move Caitlyn Morgana mid. Caitlyn Morgana mid is so broken. Because you open up here, no one can match you. And you have full control, you have full prio throughout the entire game. So we need to get the tower here, so you don't have to walk bot lane anymore. You can still swap, but having the tower down is just really, really good.
Yeah, I think we swap. Maybe. I don't remember. Oh no.
Okay, you don't. You still walk bot.
Yeah, this was just kind of like reaction though, because like no one was going bot.
Yeah. Of course, there's gonna be cases where the mid laner's not gonna move because they don't care and they don't know. But in most cases, I think also in D1 they will move. But
yeah, it's like 90% of the time.
Yeah, and that's good. And yeah, as you can see, even though the lane was played completely wrong, like you would probably have been 10-0 at this point, you're still ahead because of your champion and because of jungle diff a little bit. But you were never really in danger in this laning phase.
Yep.
Only the one time you got outplayed, but even then, it doesn't really matter. He burned both his summoners, so he can't play the lane for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just need to like play less attention to like my support when it's like that obvious. Or like I should have seen that it's so obvious that I can literally like 1v2. And they just done that.
Yeah.
But I was like too reactive to paying attention like where my support is positioned and can I go to this triangle and stuff like that. But it's like there's no point if it's because it's so obvious this game that I can just walk up.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just something that you can focus on in Champ Select. Think about how you want to play the lane in Champ Select. Do you usually do that?
Yeah, or like I usually think like who has the shove and who can all in and that stuff. But
yeah.
I don't think like enough, like deeply enough. Like I don't create a game plan image on my head, I guess.
Yeah, and that's something that's really important. Like the moment you step into Champ Select, or the moment you see the lane you're playing against and the jungler you're playing against and the jungler you have in your team, sometimes the mid laner as well. Like let's say they're playing Hirtza or Talon, something bullshit like that. Yeah, TF as well. Then you also have to factor in the mid laner, but they can't impact the map level 2 or 3 unless the TP. But that's not something you shouldn't think that hard because that is way more advanced. But currently you need to create a game plan in your mind. You also have to create situations in your mind. Like let's say you go to lane. Okay, in this case you have Pike. When he charges Q and he misses it because you stay behind minions, then you step up and you fucking kill them. You hit them in the head.
Yeah.
To get prio because it's very, very obvious.
Yeah, it's really weird because like I should know these things because like if you ask me like do you go in when Pike like uses his Q at level 1, then obviously I say yes, but like then I don't do it. So like I don't know.
It can be an autopilot issue, but now after the coaching session, I think you will think way deeper.
Yeah, it's like a knowledge I already have, but I just don't use it in a correct
way. Yes, and it's something that a lot of people do. Trust me. So you're not the only one.
Can we look at why I went down to like 7 CSPM from like 9 in lane? Because like now I have like pretty decent CS for my ability, but then like later in the game I have like.
Oh, you want to look from now until you like when you get.
Yeah.
Do you go down the CS a lot?
Yeah, I have like 300 at 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we can look at that. But there's gonna be a lot of things. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, here for example, you're getting ganked, so you're gonna lose the wave if they kill you. But they don't. They're trolling.
Yep. Use exhaust again. I'm just fucking taking heal forever from now on.
No. You should get used to it because in some games you're gonna need exhaust. Like in this game, you have to go exhaust. They have Pike, they have Kiana, they have Justana. You need exhaust.
Yeah, like
Um,
Tristan against Tristan, you always need it in like every matchup.
Yeah, so you need
Except
to
like
get used to it. You need to get used to it.
Yeah, I guess I just gotta suck it up and
Yeah,
eat for a
it
few games.
doesn't take a long time. Don't worry. The moment you get used to it, it's easy. It's like everything.
Yeah.
It's like playing a new champion. Like here, when he goes in and he goes into the trap, just step up. You think
Yep.
this guy will kill you? This tank will kill you? No, of course not.
Yeah, this game, like, I think it was so hard because I just int every fight. Like, I do, like, really stupid stuff.
Yeah, here, I
So
mean, he shouldn't be allowed to throw out the ult. The moment he's rooted, I mean, he can still throw it out, right? But here, just kill him. This guy does not matter, trust me. Boom. Yeah, and he burnt everything. And that's what he did to you. He did 30% of your HP, that's it. Oh, shit. And again, camera movement, important. And also here, really important that you actually pay attention to this guy, right?
Yeah, I walk into range,
and play with your
died.
range, because currently you think you're playing Vayne,
Yep.
right? You're playing Vayne, but we're playing Caitlyn. So step back and play with the range. That's what makes her so broken.
Yeah, I kinda got jump scared by him. I didn't realize he was there.
It looks also like that's what happened.
And here, I int. Alright, like, I forget Pike has ult.
I mean, he was pretty fast. I don't know. I've never seen such a fast Pike ult. Like the second one.
Pikes are like something else, man. Do you know Turbo Abuser?
Yes, I do. I know. The Finnish guy.
I'm friends with him.
Yeah, he is clean on that champ.
Yeah, even in Pikes, man. Build different.
I mean, yeah, of course you can flash here. But
yeah, like flash is like GG.
Yeah.
I kill 3 and take tower.
Yeah, you do. You do for sure. If you flash here, they just die. But that's very situational, and I cannot coach you on how to how to use your flash.
Yeah.
Because it's very different from situations. It's very, very different. But you still have 2 items at 18 minutes, completely fine. And game is still in a good state, even though you run down this fight. It's still in a very good state.
Yeah,
because
actually,
as you can see here, now just look at this chain reaction.
Yeah.
You kill him, that's great. You use exhaust on Udyr, that's not great because he doesn't do damage. He only does damage with Phoenix Dance. In most cases, they take that. But imagine here, you still have the same HP going into the other fight, and you play with your range, but you're going melee range to Mordekaiser. Right? So now you're mega low. Mega low. And now you wouldn't be ulted by the Pike, and you could step up and kill the Udyr. Because you would have this HP instead.
Yep.
And it's a chain reaction, because now you have to play really aggressive or really defensive because of your HP. But imagine you don't go melee range to Morde. You're this HP and you don't have to play like a pussy. You can just step up and kill all of them.
Yep.
But yeah, as I said, it's a chain reaction. So you just have to create situations in your mind. But it's still
I think
fine.
it's like in general, like, I just need to like have more, like, I need to have every champ in the game in my head like way better. Because like I lose track of people all the time, and that's why I lose fights.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that your camera movement needs to be worked on a lot, so...
Yeah. It's the camera as well, but also like mental, like... Just not
in terms of
the
what?
right things in mind.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah. Of course, it's important that you think about the fights before they happen, because then you can... miss a little bit of CS there, but it's fine. And we shouldn't be moving bot here. Morgana can move.
Should just...
but
can I really stay alone mid?
I mean, for now, it's a bit risky, but you don't have to be mid here. So sure, you can move and give him cover, but you need to be on mid wave the moment it hits. So like here, it hits, and we should be there to get prio. And that also requires that guy.
Yeah, so I should like hit in the jungle, like put traps down?
I mean,
jungle entrance or something?
you can put traps around mid lane here. So yeah, sure, in the bushes that Pike are going, or in this bush.
Yeah.
But you can also just ping Morgana to come help you here, because you're right, you can't stay alone in mid. I don't know what I was saying there. You should ping Morgana. No, you're not moving. You're staying here with me. And then you take the next wave with Prio, and then you can move if you need to, because there's a lot of time after this next wave. As you can see, the next one hasn't even spawned yet. But it's important that you get mid Prio, because as you can see, no teams are actually getting it. Not a single team is getting it, so it's just dying.
Yeah, I think it's like this is like one of the worst things that like happens almost every game. Like
people forget about waves.
Yeah, like or like there are like siege scenarios in like 1 every 10 games or something.
Yeah.
When there should be like multiple in every game.
Because as you can see, we're not doing anything. You're just walking around playing Caitlyn, Mok, and you're just not doing anything.
Yeah.
But we should be pushing.
This is like I should just like fucking spam ping people.
Yes,
even
you
more.
should. You should. Pings are for free. If they don't listen, sure, that's up to them.
Yeah. Like if they don't listen, then I just have to be like, okay, I'm gonna not die and do something useful.
Then you have to play respectfully. If they're not listening, but look, we get this tower, but it could have been done 3 waves before this.
Yep.
As you can see, on this wave, right? They give you mid prio again because they have no clue what mid prio is. But we're not using it for anything, not even vision. Look, Pike is fucking forced to take the mid wave. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, and this is like a really stupid gank as well, because like
it doesn't work. And if you gank him, he will just ult one of you and you die.
Yeah.
So, and again, now we actually get it. So we were two waves down on the play we should have made.
Yeah, like I should just like have the confidence to like when the like last scenario before we move bot, I should just like see there that okay we can group and take mid. Yeah.
Because you play Caitlyn more.
What
you're good at is sieging, not going into the jungle and like making random plays. Right? Yeah. And again, Pike is forced to take the fucking wave. What is this? Oh yeah, because Triss is randomly ganking top. For what?
Yeah, like when I see Triss top, then I'm like, okay, let's just fucking.
You should already do it before. Even if Triss is here, do you die? With Mok here? No, of course not. So step up and hit the tower.
Yeah, like we actually win 2v3 because
I think
Hecarim is close enough. Yeah,
and
because they can't actually one-shot us, and Hecarim can just come.
Hecarim should also listen to you. Like if you're saying siege mid or pinging mid perma, then he will listen. There's no way he will not. Some games the jungler is a monkey and he will not listen to you. But if you ping, I want mid tower. I'm playing Caitlyn. I'm not here to just look at nothing happen. I'm actually playing Caitlyn, so let me siege this mid tower with Morgana. And you just stick around us and shadow. But 2 waves have been lost into nothing. Right? So we could already have taken the mid tower two times ago, or two waves ago. And that's the big thing about Caitlyn. If you play Caitlyn Mok, you actually need to understand how to play on the map. And how to move on the map. You need to do it on other champs as well, but Caitlyn is so important for this. Because as you can see, look how much you do. Look how much damage you do on the tower. Right? You would just burn through it. What did you want to say?
Yep. I'm not sure if Caitlyn is like a good champ for this either.
Caitlyn is hard for solo queue because people need to understand what they need to do around you. But she is still good to learn like base timers, pressure in lane. So I would still recommend playing her.
Okay. But I think I'm gonna prio like maybe Jinx more.
Jinx is also really strong, so you can do that. She also like does a little bit. Like she plays a little bit more defensive in lane than Caitlyn should do, but she's still really strong. So you can still pick her, don't worry. But think about the matchup, of course. You don't want to play Jinx into something you can't abuse or you can't free scale in. So if you can abuse a Naut or I mean maybe even a Pike here, right? A Naut or Pike blind pick and you go Caitlyn Mok, how can he play the game? Yeah. He can't. And now you decide to siege 2 towers. right? And it could have been done 2 waves ago.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is play in mid lane. Because if you go into the jungle, there's potentially a pike, there's potentially a... Oh.
Yeah, I ain't there. Don't flash the
I
pikes
mean,
then.
you don't int. The int here is going up for the tower.
Yeah, no wave.
Yeah,
So
you have no wave, plus Drake is coming up, so we should reset, get what you need, get blue string it. I don't know if you have blue string it. I can't see it, but we will see it in a bit. But you should reset, get gold, push mid wave, and then put vision around the objective, play around it.
yeah.
But you are always overextending a lot, because you will get this tower eventually anyways. You will get this tower after the Drake, but for now, the Drake is an important thing. So, get this tower. This is great. Should have been done two waves ago. Reset, or after the wave. Pick up whatever gold or whatever item you can get here. I guess pickaxe. Or sell this and get BF. Yeah, sell this and get BF. Put vision around the Drake, and you can never lose a fight. Never.
Yeah.
You see it, right?
Yep.
And yeah, of course you die here. You should die. You should be punished for going up for tier 2. Because you can't get it. And this is why the Drake, or why the tower, not the tower, why the game becomes so long and becomes really dragged out. Because of this play.
Yeah.
Because imagine it here. Imagine how it should have gone down. You take this tower here, great. And you just reset. After this tower, you reset. There's no more wave. Wave is coming in a long time. Reset, boom. Get BF. Go to the next wave, so this one. Push this. And then push one more wave. And get prio for it. Right? They have to choose 1 or 2. 1, they give the Drake. And they get the XP and gold. Right? So the XP and gold slash the minions. 2, they fight the Drake. But they don't have prio, so they lose the XP and gold. You see it?
Yep.
And that's what you should have done, and it's so easy to do. It's very basic and very easy to pull off because there's no wave here. And it's really sure you should have flashed, of course, and you might be able to outplay it. You can probably outplay it, but
Yeah. Oh, it was fucking pro luck though. I
yeah,
was wondering like how I got stunned.
yeah.
But yeah, I like definitely see it.
We just don't want to take these stupid fights, right? Because imagine you have BF and you have full setup on the Drake. How can they face check a completely trapped area from Caitlyn? And do they get Nash here? They get Nash, but they give Drake. Or what?
Yep. I don't remember. I think so. I think we win the fight.
I mean, they're just griefing. They're trying.
Actually,
they did the same thing as you. You see it?
Yeah.
You see why they did the same thing as you?
Can I rewind?
Oh shit. Here we go. Why do you think they do the same thing as you here? But in a different way. You died
so
here
what?
after taking tier 1.
Yeah. They should just rush it. No.
They should just reset. Because now they're doubling down on 2 plays.
Oh, they
at
didn't
once.
reset.
They didn't reset.
Okay.
And they decided to double down and go for both Drake and Baron.
All right. Yeah.
So they're making 2 plays at once. They didn't spend the gold that they have. So Maud is most likely sitting on 2k here. Udyr is sitting at probably 1.5. And Pyke is also sitting on like 1k. And the rest were dead. So they're sitting on a lot of gold, but they're doubling down. They're going Baron and then Drake instead of going maybe Baron resetting and then putting out pressure with the Baron they have. Or going Drake resetting and putting out pressure. Because they just want a big fight. Alright, so you can see how they double down just the same way as you did. Because you did tier 1 and then you got greedy, did tier 2. Instead of resetting and not doubling down. So they lose this fight and that's what should happen. Because they're doubling down. They're being greedy. You have the tempo. Do you know what
Yeah.
tempo is?
Kinda, not really.
Do you want to try to explain it?
Who gets to, like, which team gets to, like, do actions?
Have you
first?
played chess before?
Very little.
Do you understand like just a little bit about it?
I guess.
You hear me? You hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, my my thing died.
Okay.
Right. You hear me, right?
I know like some really basic stuff about chess.
So you know how white goes first and then black second.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Like you have the move, then I have the move, you have the move, I have the move, and it's the same thing in League. Like here. Okay, they killed you, right? And then they have the move. They have the tempo. But then they use that tempo for the Nash. They use their move for the Nash. So now it's your move to go Drake. They can't do both, right? That's cheating.
Oh yeah. I see it. Yeah.
It's very simple and very easy when you understand it.
Yeah.
So they just decide to double down and they decide to make 2 plays at once. Sometimes, just remember, sometimes this can work. But here you're not that far behind that they can do this. You're definitely not that far behind. You're completely fine to take a fight if they double down and they don't spend their gold. And this is why they now lose the game. Because they give the third Drake, they give you soul point, and they die 2 people or 1. How many do they die? Yeah, they die 1. They give the Drake, and now you use your turn for the Drake, kinda. And you decide, okay, it's their turn now to make a play because they have Nash. So we have to respect that, and we just have to clear the wave. And that's all you do, because now you're playing defensive. You let them have their turn. And they decide not to do anything with it, because as you can see, they pushed mid, but that's it. They didn't use their Baron buff at all.
Yeah, so it's our turn, like, because like they can just like do a Baron mid play like now again.
Yeah,
if they like wanted to. So it's like kind of their turn until they run out of Baron, because we can't really like.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, it's their turn for a long time because they have Nash, and all you have to do is play defensive. You just have to play defensive, turtle the base, and then when Nash is out, we can look to. I mean, then both of you, like, there's no one with tempo, but both of you can make plays on the map again. But right now, you just have to play defensive, wait out the Nash, and then you're good to go, because you have Nash, you have soul point, so they need to play around that. It's like having a queen extra in chess.
Yeah.
How do you find the analogy? Oh, he's dead. He's griefing.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like I watched some like chess videos, so
yeah.
I know like basic terminology and thinking.
But that's also all you need. You don't need advanced stuff for me to explain this.
Yeah.
I never explained it in like a chess kind of way before, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, but they die, and they just don't use Nash at all. You just get to farm, and that's fine. That's completely fine. They just don't use their turn. They hand it over, and you just perma clear wave. That's great. And your CS is not horrible. It could definitely be better, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, but do you think it's like because so much like clown stuff happened, and I was just like dead for 3 deaths, so like that's why I missed so many waves mid.
Yeah, you lost a lot of waves mid when you died here, up here, because of going melee range to mortar, and then you lost a little bit in bot lane, because you should be perma pushing in this matchup. You should be perma smashing them. Right, as I've explained. I can go back and explain it one more time if you want me to, but you will obviously have the recording.
Fine, I get it.
Yeah, you'll have the recording as well. So I don't need to. And yeah, they don't have Nash anymore. So as you can see, like, no one really has a turn. Now it's up to whoever wants to make the move happen. And like, sure, they can use They can use their pressure from Trist to try and push the tower, and you need to respond now because they use the wave. So someone has to respond to that, and they do. Origa does, and you just have to push the wave, nothing else. And then you play Soul Point. That's all that has to happen. Yeah, and he dies. He grieves. Boom. And the thing about Caitlyn Mork is that if you're really far ahead, they never get a turn. They never get a turn. They never get tempo.
Yeah.
And that's why this combo is so obnoxious to play against. Because if you're really, really far ahead, they just don't have a turn. They only have to play reactive and then wait for you guys to int. Unless Javan or like a jungler plays around that and they kill you. Because if you fall behind, it's a completely different story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now we would do like the correct thing. We
Yeah,
don't
you do.
go for that tower.
Exactly. This is really good because now you're out on the map, same time as them, but you're ahead because you just got a lot of gold.
Yeah,
And
and I
you were
got
sitting on
tilted
Fred
because
Drake.
Urgot stole my infinite edge and then pinged me to go farm top lane when Drake is up in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's fine for him to push top here so they can't respond with a play. He just has
like
to TP.
yeah, but like I shouldn't go farm top jungle like he pinged.
Yeah.
To get IE. It was just lucky that I had enough after sending Doran.
Yeah. Of course you can predict the gold, but here this is a big mistake. Like you go into the jungle instead of actually playing mid, because you know how Iana can't ever flank you if you're playing mid, and Udyr can't run you down if he doesn't have like vision advantage. And the same thing happens with Pyke. He can't hook you if he doesn't have advantage, and if everyone is mid, you see everything clearly. So you're never in danger.
It just feels like kinda scary to like walk up mid alone because
yeah, but you shouldn't walk up alone. You should just be perma pinging, or you can also go through bot lane. That's also fine. You just have to choose a side.
On this fight, I ain't.
I mean, you're on the wrong side because, as you can see, your team decides to go through bot and mid.
But like, I don't think I can walk there anymore.
No, you can't. You can't. So you need to walk through bot lane, and you need to understand that early.
Yeah.
The reason you can't walk through mid is because you don't get mid prio. You see, Trist is doing it, but you're not, and you can't do it alone. So you need to perma ping, Mork, Hecarim, come mid. I want you, so I can get prio.
Yeah.
And you don't have to say it. You just have to ping the wave. Just ping assistance on the wave like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
And yeah. Now you have to walk through bot because you can't walk through mid. And you don't get to auto at all throughout the entire fight. So they're playing without ADC currently.
Yep.
But I guess you still win it. It looks like kind of winnable.
Yeah, but we lose the Drake.
Okay, how is that possible?
Udyr has flash and smite.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a big one, right?
Yeah, like I don't see Pyke anywhere. So
here?
Cannot just die.
You see him? You see the comment as well?
Yeah, that was fucking a good flank though. Like.
And you have flash exhaust. So the moment he goes in, you need to do it because this is the most important fight. So burning your summoners for this is completely fine.
Yeah.
So burn the summoners if you need to, and you definitely need to here.
Yep, that was like such a surprise. I didn't even react.
Because it's really, really obvious the moment you see the comet, right? The comet. Plus also you get the vision. You get the ghost vision on him. But you're tunneling really hard on the Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
So that can happen, but again, it's camera movement and camera control. You have decent camera movement here because you see the Pyke, and you also, but you just don't acknowledge the fact that he's alive.
Yeah, I like literally forgot he exists.
Yeah. And now, wait. Oh, he steals it. Oh shit, that sucks. But it's still fine because you should get the Nesh on it if he dies. Wait, he doesn't die. Okay.
He runs fast.
I mean, he should just get binded. That's all. Or I mean, he should also get. You see him here, I think. then someone should go over the wall and kill him. You know he's alive, right? So, but it's not on you. Nothing you can do to change this other than pinging a lot.
Yeah.
But you're not pinging at all. Did you even ping this game?
Yeah, I pinged sometimes.
Okay, pinged a little
But
bit.
I have some pretty toxic ping habits, so I'm trying to work on them.
Yeah.
So I end up not pinging that much.
Yeah. It's also like it can be better for you to ping little than ping a lot, but if it's toxic, but if you ping good things, then it's of course not toxic. If you ping like missing on someone or danger or whatever on someone, of course it's annoying and you should not do that. But if you're pinging on waves and you're pinging on towers, you're pinging on enemy jungler and where you could be, that's great. No one can flame you or say anything for that.
Yep.
And of course you should burn your summoners, and you should be prepared to already burn your summoners in that fight.
Yeah, should I be walking mid there?
Here, I mean, yeah, you should just walk mid and push it.
Yeah. I went top because Akali was walking mid.
Because
But I
again,
should've gone
as you
for it.
can see, no one is taking this wave. What?
Yeah.
No mid prior. They have like they can just come in here and kill you. If Kiana was good. And she looked at this, but important that you go for mid prio. You go for mid prio before you go Nesh, you go Drake, anything of that sort, or you go for Vision. Like let's say here, you get prio. Then you have the wave here as like a warding a running ward, right? It's running and it's giving you vision on the mid lane, so you get full control.
Yep.
And you know if Kiana or someone is going to take that wave, and if they do that, you can set vision for free. Here, whatever. And it's so crucial.
Yeah. Here are a fucking flash exhaust this guy.
I mean, it's whatever. You just get the Nesh for it, so.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Of course, you don't need to burn everything on him. He's already dead.
Yeah, I literally thought that he is gonna get stunned for like 0.1 second. Because
Yeah, it's necessary.
So I just like didn't want to take any risk.
Yeah. And it's fine, because the moment you get Nesh, the game is over. I hope.
You'd think so. 10 more minutes. But yeah.
Yeah, and you should reset, and you should apply pressure on the map.
Yeah, run it down mid with 5 and like Akali sideline probably. Or
you can play 4-1 if Uga doesn't have TP, but if he has TP, you can play 1-3-1.
Yeah.
But no reason to flip it, so you should just go 4-1 and siege with Caitlyn, because you are playing Caitlyn. Yeah, should just siege mid. And this is, I mean, it's whatever. Siege mid.
Yeah, and now like I int because I try to go for rapid fire when it's like our turn.
Yes, this
So
is
we
very,
should
very
go
bad.
mid.
Very, very bad. Because you waste your Nash now. As you can see, it's already half gone. So you get this, and then you reset. But you don't need rapid fire to win fights here.
Yep.
Not even close. Oh. Yeah, should trap him. Nice. Yeah. And the game's over. No.
I don't think I can live there.
No, I don't think so as well. I just want to look. No, it was good by him. I don't think. No, it was good. Well played from him.
Yeah, but we still win. We just don't get much.
Yeah. Of course, there is an argument for not having your summoners. Because that is the only thing you could have done differently. Yeah. But other than that, I think he played it well, and I think you should die for that. Because you can't really position differently if you want to hit, so it's completely fine that you die there. Only thing that's bad is that you don't have summoners. While you didn't need to use them before. Yep. But that's the only thing you could have done differently.
Also, I think they just should stay in the mode and just kill them. Not like happens. Nothing I can do.
I mean, this is fine.
I think they win.
This is fine. It doesn't really matter if they get anything. It's just important now that you realize, okay, we have Drake win condition. 45 seconds before it spawns. Push this one. Push the one that is coming out of base now, right?
Yep.
And then put full vision. Make sure you don't get flanked by Kiana and Pike and you just get one shot because you don't have your flash up. And you will die if they flank you. So, again, really, really bad. No one is getting midwave. For what? Why are we not getting midwave? Can you explain that to me?
It's because I'm following my team and not
Yeah.
doing the right thing. It's but like this is like a trend. Like I just have to like see what's supposed to happen like as a team and not just me, and then like tell people what to do.
Yeah, you
I
need to
guess.
I mean, this is also as a team. Do you not agree that if you kill this wave, right, it's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
for your team?
Yeah, like
Don't worry.
that's
I'm
what I
not.
mean.
I'm not trying to flame you. I'm just making
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
that you understand. So,
Yeah.
so
But
here,
like that's what I mean. Like it's a team effort to get the
exactly,
mid-prior,
exactly,
So I like have to tell people like come here.
exactly. Just ping, do-doot. We need midwave, so we can walk in and not get flanked by Pike, Kiana, whatever, all of them. Because now you have to walk in blind. You see,
Yeah. Also, this is like.
and you die
Yeah.
because of not getting midwave, and you should die here. I don't blame you for dying. You should die. There's no way you live. Sure, you can Omega outplay it, but that is not
Yeah.
something you should rely on. You should rely on outplaying if needed, but you should not
Yeah,
relying on playing like Uzi.
Yeah, but that's like when my team decides to go bot and I'm like here in the jungle, like I have no idea what I can do now.
Yes,
Like I'm
you
just
can't do
guaranteed
anything.
dead.
Imagine you were mid here, okay? I will set up a scenario. Imagine you're
Yeah.
mid, you push this mid wave, and people face check for you. You push another one if needed. Like if they don't show on the mid wave, just go push the inhib, kill them, kill the base.
Yeah, should I have gone like mid still when my team goes bot? Because like,
No.
yeah,
No.
because like they probably just lose the fight and
Yes.
then enemy gets Drake.
Yes.
Even though like I get one shot, but like
Yeah.
maybe I can't really. Also, I like net into the wall and not over it. So
Of course.
that's
That's really
why
bad,
I-
of course.
Yeah,
But yeah, you should just be commanding your mid lane, to like commanding your
Yeah.
people to come mid lane. Come mid, I need to push, or we cannot walk in, or I cannot walk in, I will die, and you can't blame me for dying because I have no vision, so I will get one shot and flanked. And that's not something, like, I don't expect you to survive here, you're not Uzi. So yeah, of course you should die here. But we just need the mid wave, so we can get walking vision for us. Because if they don't come, the big thing about this is that if they don't come, right, and they don't show on this mid wave, that means that they're looking to cheese you. If they
Yeah.
show on the mid wave, yeah, great, we know where they are. But if they don't, they're looking to cheese you. And it's obvious to the naked eye, right?
Yeah, and like in this case, like I think it was Maud who was like solo pushing, but like a while back when people
Yeah.
decide to go there. But it like doesn't matter because we should still like even if Maud is there, we just should go mid and then go Drake, and like Maud does nothing. But
Yes, exactly. It's whatever.
even if they like 5 bot and get the tower, then we still should just like go mid because
Yeah, you
the
can
tower
just
doesn't
end.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah, the game goes
Yeah.
on for a long time.
Yeah, then we lose this, and then next one we win and get soul, and I think.
Let's see the setup on that, because now it's just a lot of random shit I don't really care about. Because sure, you can look at... Again, we just a random fight, right? He TPs and you just kill him, and that's...
Yeah, and that's game.
Yeah, that's just GG. And this is like a random fight. And that's not something that's actually something you can rely on in solo queue, but it's a random fight. Again, mid prio is not secured by anyone. Imagine you have mid prio here, right? And the wave is already here. You could probably just end the game.
Yeah. But like in that case, like the fight is already going on when I'm
Yeah,
coming,
it is.
so
He's
yeah.
just
But
griefing.
like as a team, we should have like gone
Yeah.
mid prior and not random jungle fights.
And I guarantee you, if you ping 6-7 times on the wave, people are gonna look at it.
Yeah, I just need like more confidence to do that.
You need more
Because, like,
confidence, and of course, you need knowledge, which I've just given to you. It's not something
Yeah.
you would have thought about before, I think.
I mean, like if you asked me about mid prior, then I could tell you. like
Yeah.
get mid-draw before objectives, but like I just don't like tell people to do it in solo queue because I don't know.
But in solo queue, you're matched to also be a team, right?
Yeah.
Sure, solo queue is solo queue, but you should still try because that's the way you learn, like competitive as well.
Yep.
In some cases, there's still like a lot. It's still a completely different game, like solo queue and competitive. But no, sorry. But like the standard stuff and the standard fundamentals can be learned in solo queue. Yeah, as you can see, you used your move to get a nip, so now it's their move, and they capitalize, but now they die, I guess, and game is over. Just want to quickly take a look, and yeah, we should get one more wave in mid lane because he will just one shot this. Look here, but that's not something you can do in solo queue, so don't try that.
Okay.
It's better to get the mid prior before you start the objective. Here, like let's say you push this, you win the fight. Wave is already up here. You TP and that's GG.
Yeah.
But not in solo queue. Not in solo queue. Don't do that because people are just gonna start the objective and you're just gonna be mid and you're just gonna be trapped there.
Yeah.
So don't do that in solo queue. Ever. Only if you become high low UVest, but not on UNE. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, definitely not.
UNE is like a shit load of fighting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there ever like any macro at all?
No.
Yeah. I mean, it happens in UVest, also below like Diamond 1, but mostly for Grandmaster Challenger games. Okay, and it's GG.
Yep.
Right, anything you want to say or anything you would like to add?
Not really. I think that was really, really exhaustive.
Exhaustive?
Yeah, like I went through everything I wanted it to go through.
Okay, so you